Hey there. Michelle. Let me ask you this. What do you think is the secret formula to retention in your business? People come in, they leave. Come in, they leave, right? And a lot of times you can't seem to keep them in long enough to gain momentum. So we're going to talk about this, and this is just a critical thing that I'm focusing on this year. And I feel like if we don't, then things just kind of keep slipping away. And we have to find a different way of marketing, and we have to find some new ways to help people because the same old way isn't it just doesn't work anymore. And that being said, I want to just sort of I'm going to test. I'm seeing if this is actually showing up on Facebook. I don't know if it is or not. Um, I'm on Restream, you guys. I'm streaming on Restream, so I don't know how this is. I'm not gonna edit this video. I'm gonna try not to have to edit this video, so I don't know. Hopefully, this is over on Facebook. I can't tell for sure. I'm gonna refresh my Facebook and see if it is over there. So bear with me just a second. And if you're around, pop in and say hello. And I don't know if I can see your comments. Hopefully, I can. And I would love to know what you're coming in from and what you're doing. And it's kind of late tonight, but yeah, here we go. And maybe I can see your comments. I'm not sure, but yeah. All right, I can see. You know what? I can get on here on my computer and see. That's kind of exciting. Anyway, I'm streaming from Restream, so I don't have an echo because I got my computer. At least I got my sound off over on Facebook, so that's kind of cool. But I want to talk to you about how we can keep some people. I'm really focused on this year, you guys, and this is going to tie into a couple of things I'm doing this year, which I'm going to speak briefly about. But there's such a thing called the value equation, and I'm going to show it here. And I feel like we need to focus on this. And after I get done kind of presenting it, I'm going to kind of tie it into the things I'm doing. So here we go. All right. So hopefully you can see this. So maybe I can make this a little bit bigger so that you can see it completely. All right, so this is the value equation by Alex Hermosi. I don't never heard about the guy until you know how it is. You learn something new. So I already had this in my mind that this was something that I needed to articulate, if you will. And but I didn't quite know that there was like a whole value equation tied around it. So I'm kind of excited about that. But I found out about it the other day, and so it goes like this, right? So your dream and outcome and your perceived likelihood of achievement is much greater value and than the time delay and effort and sacrifice. So, in other words, people as we are wired, and if you think about your own life, okay, your own uh, perceived need for things to go along the lines of what you want, the way you want them to go. Okay, so let's just say you want to lose weight. Okay, so as you know, weight loss is one of the health and wellness is one of the top industries there is out there. And so people want to lose the weight and they want to see results. Let's just say, now's the perfect time. You should probably already be investing in time to lose weight if you want to hit the beach this summer and look what halfway decent, right? If that's something of value to you and you want that in your life. So you may start a little bit early and you may go to the gym and I don't know. Consistency is the key, you guys, because I'm just gonna explain this in my own terms and the way things are going for me. Okay, you start out at the gym and you want to be consistent, so you start being consistent, but then it's not the pounds aren't really coming off as quick as you'd like for them to go, right? They're not coming off as quick as you would like for them to come off. So we have this dream. You have the dream of looking better and feeling better, but then the time delay and the effort and sacrifice just don't make it worth it. Okay. So this is why a lot of times people will they'll go for the pills, whatever kind of a supplement they can get their hands on that will help them to lose weight quicker. And and sometimes they work, sometimes they don't really. And they may not stay with it. That's one of the problems with health and wellness. They may not stay on the supplement long enough to start to see the results. And so this is just a problem that we have with a bunch of things. Okay, not just that. Okay. So the dream or the outcome, and the perceived likelihood of achievement, really, we have to increase that. And then the time delay and effort and sacrifice, we want to decrease that. So if you think about your marketing, and I'm going to put this in terms of what it is to keep people in for retention in your business. Okay. We want to find ways to reduce this time delay. And so I'm really heavily focused on this myself. How do you keep people in? Well, they have to start to see results in their business. Okay. They have to feel like they're making progress. Now, that being said, how do we go about doing this? Well, I have, I have a few things in place and some things I'm still working on to try to balance for my team so that they can feel like they're making progress, and that time delay is it's reduced so that they feel that they can keep moving forward. And the beautiful thing about this in the subscription model, we can do this very easily because it's $10 a month. And in one of the opportunities I'm in, and you'll find that in the Subscribe and Thrive Revolution, is it's just a digital thing. It's a digital thing. And so it's you're not concerned with weight loss. You're not concerned about some of the types of things that you have in typical network marketing opportunities or make money online opportunities. Okay, so that being said, it's a little bit easier, especially if the product itself, if the product itself is such a product that once you get it set up, you're probably not going to quit anyway. Okay, so it's just it's a win-win. Okay, but with that being said, we still need to find ways to speed the process up a little bit, decrease that time delay, and so that it's a little bit more worth it. You feel like it's worth what you're doing is worth it. Okay. So psychologically, we're wired. We want instant results. You think about how things were. I was just talking with a with a friend of mine today, and she had experience. She'd been on a trip over the weekend, and where she went, all the apparently the whole town was without, I don't know, power or something to do with the internet or whatever it was. So a lot of the payment processors were down. And so if you went to went to a shop and you wanted to shop there, then you could not. You either had to have cash or a check. Well, nobody carries checks anymore, do they? I may know a few people that I can predict probably still carry a checkbook around, but not many. I don't. And that being said, what she experienced was not being able to, purchase with the things that she wanted without having cash on her. Now, we were talking because I remember at the time, what we had were those machines, right? You put your credit card down, you put your little slip, which was kind of like carbon paper, you put it down on there and you swipe it to make the imprint of the credit card. And then you had to call a number on the phone to get the code, the authorization code. Then you wrote that down on the slip. So if we still had that, then probably we wouldn't have some of the things that we have, but we're so used to wanting things instantly. And and I know I do. I'm always searching for ways I could do it quicker and faster. I do it with everything. I do it with, if I'm buying insurance, I don't want to have to call an agent and try to figure that out, wait for them to call me back and the whole 9 yards. I shop for it online. So, we're just wired this way. We want, less trouble and a bet and a really decent outcome. So, where I'm going with this, and couple of things, okay? I have, picked up, the digital so I've started the Digital Builder Lab, and it's not in full swing yet, but it will be soon. The Digital Builder Lab is something that you can pick up and you can learn. It's just another stream of income for you that's maybe a little bit higher ticket, where you can learn everything you want to know about digital marketing or how to do social media marketing and some basic concepts of email marketing and that kind of thing. So everything that you need to learn to promote any kind of business and to do any kind of business online. Very valuable skills in the marketplace right now. And then once you do this and you invest in this, then you have all of those skills that you're learning, and then you can offer them to other people and then earn an income that way without having to earn commissions, because your commission is going to be 100%. So if this is something that you want to learn a little bit more about, I'm rolling it out. It's the Digital Builder Lab. You can go to digitalbuilderlab.com and get some information about that. And it's not in my link tree. I may not be putting it in my link tree, but it's just one more thing for you to learn and earn. It's going to be, you have to go through the program a little bit and get things set up. But once you do, it's fully functional and it's ready to go. And then you will start earning, and you'll pocket all of the, all the wholesale for you 100%. Okay. So that's one piece. And that's a way that you can achieve this dream outcome and this perceived likelihood of achievement. Okay. And you're not spinning your wheels with time delay and effort and sacrifice, because this is something that people want. They want to learn these skills. Digital marketing is just increasing. Everybody wants to learn how to do digital marketing. Now, digital marketing is not this is not a noun, it's a verb, okay? But in this respect, you're going to learn all of these skills, and then you are going to take that and you are going to have resale rights to what you just learned. And then you can earn 100% commissions. And you can think of it as, instant pay, because when you make the sale, it's yours, right? There's nobody, it's not going to go through a company and you have to wait for your commission. It's all yours. Okay. All right. Now, another piece to this, the second piece to this is I am doing a training on Wednesday night at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And the whole purpose of this training is to take this value, this value equation, and let you see it in action as part of the subscribe and thrive revolution. And then I teach you a little something about uh, how you can take this thing that you're going to see and then plug it in to some areas that you can advertise that are not on social media, because social media is not the end all and be all. You have other opportunities to have people see what you have to offer without just spinning your wheels on social media all the time, because not everybody's on here every day, right? And you're going to find that there are business builders that are doing things, you know, on other on in other advertising scenarios that don't involve social media. Okay. And you want to be plugged into those things, because that's where a lot of business builders are. All right. So Wednesday at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. That's today's Monday, Wednesday. And I will use, if you're interested in doing that, I'm going to leave so if you're on YouTube, I'm going to leave a the link. I think it's going to be a link. I'm not exactly sure yet, but I'm going to at least say, leave you a call to action, get in touch with me, or whatever it is. Okay. Just send me a message, send me an email, whatever. And then you can get in on this training. I may just leave the link to the training. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do this yet. So just look for the call to action, the instructions, as it were. Look for the instructions in on YouTube in the comments. Okay. Now over on Facebook, just simply send me a message over on Facebook, and then you will. I will give you the link to the training on Wednesday. Now, everybody's always asking me, will there be a replay? Now, if you're in an area where the time is just not, let's just say it, because I know some people in some other countries. Somebody in my team is in Australia, and so I understand that the time just doesn't work itself out. And in those particular instances, you can have the replay, the link to the replay. I encourage you to be on the it'll be on Zoom. So I'll encourage you to be on Zoom in the training for you to get the full effect. Okay. And then, just if you're interested in catching that, then please let me know. Just send me a message, and I will include you. Okay. So um again, I think I've been showing this without I'm not good at multitasking, you guys. So let me reduce this a minute. All right. So um again, let me know if you want in on this training, and I will definitely get you the link to the live training that we're going to be doing. And I realize that there are some instances where you may have to catch it on a replay, because it'll be the middle of the night for you or something. Okay. No worries on that. So look forward to seeing you, and take care. Have a great evening.